knew it from the start. That we like to set it up and to watch it go bang. Now it's time to
It is finally here, guys. The Payback pay-per-view is coming to you, and my name is Kaisah Wrestling, and we have a huge show planned for you today. If you guys have not been following so far on Universe Mode, we're going to be headlining this pay-per-view with Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship, as well as Bray Wyatt, Cena, and AJ Styles in a triple threat steel cage match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. All that and more coming your way. Well, guys, it is finally here. The Payback pay-per-view is officially starting, and I am so excited to be calling the action. As you know, as we had a long road to the Payback pay-per-view, and it has been absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to be starting things out with a grudge match. It's going to be Finn Balor taking on Kenny Omega. And it looks like Finn Balor is bringing out the war paint today, as he is ready to go to war with the leader of the club. So basically, this rivalry kind of started at Extreme Rules when Kenny Omega basically called out Finn Balor, saying that he's a coward. And the reason why Gallows and Anderson made their loyalty to Kenny Omega is because Finn Balor set such a horrible example. But I have to differ, because Finn Balor has been nothing but impressive. He did have a loss against the club, but that was a handicap match. So Finn Balor definitely held his own in that match, and he got a victory over Rusev, who just got demolished by Kurt Angle earlier on tonight in the pre-show. If you guys missed the pre-show, definitely check that out, as we had 3 championship matches. The U.S. title was on the line, the Raw Women's Championship was on the line, as well as the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Not going to really jump into the outcomes of those matches. I really encourage you guys to go watch that pre-show. But this is the first match on the main Payback card, as that is the Demon King, Finn Balor. As we normally just see Finn Balor come out with his trademark leather jacket, but today he's brought out the war paint, he's brought out the braids. He is ready to go to war, as Finn Balor has been on the receiving end of some cruel disses as far as Kenny Omega goes, but he did get his revenge this past Monday night on Raw, when he literally used Kenny Omega's own move, that cradle power bomb, right through that announcement table. Gallows and Anderson hightailed it out of here. They wanted nothing to do with Finn Balor on that day. So that right there is the man that Kenny Omega has to try to beat tonight. But you have to think that Kenny Omega is going to be coming out here with the club. So the odds are once again stacked up against Finn Balor, but if anybody could get the victory in those kind of conditions, it is Finn Balor. So now Finn Balor is going to be waiting on the arrival of the leader of the club, Kenny Omega. As now here comes Kenny Omega, and he is coming here with the club. Gallows and Anderson followed right by him. He never travels alone. That is one thing about Kenny Omega that makes him very dangerous, and he looks very confident in going into this match, as Gallows and Anderson trailing right behind him. As long as you have Gallows and Anderson on your side, you don't have to worry about anything. Kenny Omega basically already won this match just by inviting these two men out to the ring. I'm surprised General Manager Mick Foley on Monday Night Raw didn't decide to have these two ejected from ringside. That's the word we were looking for, guys. My bad. So Kenny Omega, he's definitely made a name for himself on Monday Night Raw, definitely having the shield of the club, pretty much protecting him from any further damage from Finn Balor. But at this past Monday night on Raw, things really went south for Omega and the club, as the club had a rematch against the New Day from Extreme Rules. They were not able to get the job done, as Balor starts out with a Michinoku driver from the start. One thing about Finn Balor and Kenny Omega is that they have a lot of bad blood with each other, so they're going to definitely deliver as much as they can to get the one-up on each other. So basically, this match is going to show you who the better leader of the club actually was, Balor or Kenny Omega's. Balor just driving Omega in face first. A lot of people don't think Kenny Omega could beat Finn Balor on his own, and I for one have to agree with the majority, because we have not really seen Kenny Omega in a lot of singles action. He's been more just managing Gallows and Anderson in their tag team matches, But we've really yet to see Omega in action, as now Balor just driving the foot into the head. But don't get me wrong, Kenny Omega, very talented. He is a former NJPW champion as well as Finn Balor. Both of these men having a lot of credentials in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But now tonight, similar styles collide. As Omega now trying to get the one on Balor, just tossing him into the ring post right there. And now look at, oh my God, modified Hurricane Rana, dropping Balor right on the top of his head. That was nasty by Omega. Kenny Omega has a mean streak though. He definitely knows how to call the shots when it comes to his group. Gallows and Anderson are under the tutelage of Kenny Omega, and I have to say they've been very impressive. Even though that Gallows and Anderson have not really gotten the victories that they needed, they've definitely been where they were supposed to be at the right times, making sure that Finn Balor was always one step behind the club. But now Finn Balor just planning on destroying Kenny Omega, as all Gallows and Anderson can do is watch. But look at Anderson. Anderson already supplying a distraction to Finn Balor. And now Kenny Omega gonna capitalize. There goes a straight jacket German suplex. And just like that, Kenny Omega could take control in this match. The Gallows and Anderson factor in this match definitely pays a major disadvantage for the Demon King. He needs to make sure he stays focused on the task at hand, and that is to defeat Kenny Omega, as he's doing very good right now. Finn Balor looking amazing in that ring. Kenny Omega doesn't really have a lot in response to Balor, but that may have to deal with the fact that Kenny Omega's kind of rusty. He hasn't really been in too much competition over on Monday Night Raw. And there goes a drop kick into the corner. Kenny Omega falls right to the floor. And just like that, Finn Balor picking up momentum in this match. Anderson and Gallows just watching as their leaders getting pummeled by Finn Balor. Drop kick attempt missed. And oh my God, Sling Blade. Nice counter by Finn. Balor knows that he's in deep control of this match. Kenny Omega in a world of trouble. Is now Anderson sliding in a steel chair. There is disqualification in this match. I don't know what Carl Anderson was thinking, but Balor to the top. Coup de grace. Right on cue. Cue the fat lady. This match is over. Kenny Omega is done. Finn Balor putting Kenny Omega away in really convincing fashion. Gallows and Anderson had no effect on Finn Balor at all. This was a dominant victory by Finn Balor. Kenny Omega barely able to even really get any offense in. Finn Balor super impressive in this match. As I really thought that Gallows and Anderson were going to play a huge dividend in this match, but it just didn't happen. Finn Balor taking the victory in literally under 10 minutes. Very good match. Very good victory for Finn Balor. So now that right there is going to shut up the critics. Finn Balor with the victory over Kenny Omega here at Payback. And this grudge match comes to a close in very convincing fashion. The Demon King, Finn Balor, with a huge victory tonight. I'm still pretty impressed with the fact that Finn Balor was able to beat Kenny Omega in very convincing time. As right now, we're going to have some SmackDown Live action as we have our fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. And here comes Rob Van Dam, the man that a lot of people think is going to win this match. He's been on fire over the last couple of weeks. He was able to defeat The Miz on SmackDown Live. But if you remember at Extreme Rules, RVD did lose to The Miz. The Miz has a couple of victories over Rob Van Dam, actually. So I think everybody in this match has about equal opportunity to be leaving with the championship. As, of course, Dolph Ziggler beating Baron Corbin a couple of weeks ago to regain his Intercontinental title that he lost at Extreme Rules. As the Intercontinental title has kind of been bouncing around frequently lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a new champion once again. Maybe this man will pull the gold. As you see, no Maurice tonight. The Miz is all business. As you can see, Rob Van Dam just staring straight at The Miz. He knows that this is the man that almost cost him his career at Extreme Rules. A lot of classic matchups between The Miz and RVD. All matches ending with one of these men bleeding heavily from the forehead. The Miz versus Rob Van Dam could definitely be a candidate for one of the best rivalries over the last 2 months, because every single time these two men got in the ring, it was one hell of a show. But the only problem is that the Miz and RVD's matches weren't really televised too much on this Universe mode, so I apologize for that, because I did start the Universe mode a little bit late, if you guys didn't really pick up to that. I started within, like, I think the second week leading into Extreme Rules, so I know a lot of people were lost in the beginning. But hopefully this road to Payback was a little bit more clear for you guys, because we've been on YouTube for a little while now, so you guys know all the matches. This is basically what is led up to as far as the Miz and Rob Van Dam's rivalry. So you have to think, maybe if one of these men are not successful today, they're going to be challenging either Ziggler or Corbin in the future for the championship. And this right here is a man that is seeking retribution. All he wants is his Intercontinental Championship back around his waist. Baron Corbin just absolutely livid after losing that championship a couple of weeks ago. But he did lose to Jeff Hardy this past Thursday night on SmackDown Live. So Baron Corbin has a lot to prove. I mean, for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, Baron Corbin had a lot of momentum going into that. But it's kind of a different story this time. Baron Corbin did not really get the wins that he needed, and he lost his Intercontinental Championship just 2 weeks after he won it. So Baron Corbin really needs to try to get this victory today to get the Intercontinental Championship around his waist. Just not only to be a two-time Intercontinental Champion, but just to also kind of keep himself relevant here on SmackDown Live, because we were saying that maybe the Miz and RVD may be escalating to go to another Intercontinental Championship opportunity at Money in the Bank. But what about Baron Corbin? I mean, Corbin has not gotten his one-on-one rematch against Dolph Ziggler. He was kind of just thrown into this match before by Shane McMahon. So now we're going to see if Corbin can win his Intercontinental Championship back. And honestly, even though that there are more people in this match, there's a bigger chance for Baron Corbin to leave the Intercontinental Champion, because he does not have to pin Dolph Ziggler to leave as champion. If he gets the end of days on either The Miz or Rob Van Dam, this match is over, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion. But this right here is the man that was able to dethrone Baron Corbin just 2 weeks into his title reign. Dolph Ziggler was the Intercontinental Champion heading into Extreme Rules, and now he's the Intercontinental Champion headed into Payback as well. He lost the title at Extreme Rules, but he got it right back just a couple of weeks ago. Now Dolph Ziggler looks absolutely prepared to defend that Intercontinental Championship with pride. And after talking to Dolph Ziggler a couple of minutes ago, right before this match, Ziggler said that he's happy that the odds are stacked against him, just so he could silence some of the critics who say that he's just a temporary champion. So now the crowd getting ready. That right there is what it is all about. The Intercontinental Championship. Dolph Ziggler holds it in his possession, and 4 men are going to be putting themselves on the line for that. As the referee right there raising up the gold. This is our first championship match on the main card of Payback. We're going to see who's going to leave with the chocolates. It's now Ziggler, Corbin, Miz, and RVD are all ready to go. Fatal 4-way rules, and this match is underway. And isn't that kind of weird? Baron Corbin automatically just running after the Miz. I guess Corbin didn't really want anything to do with Dolph Ziggler in the start of this match. So Dolph Ziggler going after Rob Van Dam, and RVD just tossing Ziggler right over his head. So we're going to see if Mr. Thursday Night could leave with the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, it'll be a great career resurgence for RVD if he's able to get that gold around his waist. I mean, Extreme Rules was not a good night for Rob Van Dam, but he's been pretty impressive leading into this pay-per-view. We have not really seen much of Rob Van Dam, but trust me, he's been getting the victories he's needed on SmackDown Live, off camera and off satellite, but he's been doing it. As well as The Miz. The Miz has been very impressive as well. I mean, oh my God, the referee just taken down by a drop kick by RVD. I guess Rob Van Dam didn't really like the cologne the referee was wearing. And now Ziggler picking up RVD as Miz continues to go at Baron Corbin and drives RVD face first into the mat. And Rob Van Dam rolling out of harm's way. But what is Dolph Ziggler doing? Climbing to the top rope. And now look at that. Oh, attempted dropkick to Corbin, but missing that. Now Ziggler eliminating himself from the fray. As now it's just Miz and Baron Corbin inside the ring, just beating the hell out of each other. Whoever thought this would be the confrontation in this match? I thought we were gonna see the two rivalries just completely explode, as Miz will go after RVD and Ziggler will go after Baron Corbin, but I guess that's not what's happening. I guess everybody wants a different opponent for this match. As now RVD continues to go after Dolph, takes him down by the arm, and I think that was a scoop slam there by Baron Corbin to the Miz. The Miz and Baron Corbin have been teeing it off ever since the opening bell. Now Corbin just tossing Miz to the outside. Ziggler getting taken down by RVD on the inside of the ring, as right now Rob Van Dam and Dolph Ziggler are in the best spot of this match, as I could say, because the only way to win this match is to pin or submit your opponent, and it has to be inside the ring. As there goes a rolling thunder by Rob Van Dam. Baron Corbin rolling out of harm's way, and the Miz now going after RVD, his arch rival. Is now the Miz not allowing Rob Van Dam to capitalize on that rolling thunder, but RVD with a roundhouse kick dropping the Miz, and now RVD quickly goes back to the Intercontinental Champion Ziggler. All RVD needs to do is deliver that 5-star frog splash, and there goes that cradle driver. And now Baron Corbin back after RVD, is, look at this, just grabbing RVD by the throat, but Rob Van Dam able to counter with those elbows. And now I think he's gonna think sunset flip. There goes a sunset flip, dropping Baron Corbin. And now look at the Miz. That was a side effect. We have not seen one of those in a while. Miz kind of paying tribute to Matt Hardy right there, dropping Dolph Ziggler. And now the Miz was thinking skull crushing finale, and now RVD's thinking about pinning Corbin. The Miz saying, no you don't. It's not gonna be you leaving as Intercontinental Champion. And now the Miz just trying to grab somebody to deliver that skull crushing finale, but Corbin and RVD not allowing it to happen. Modified Falcon Arrow there by Baron Corbin, dropping RVD, and now Miz going after Ziggler. What does he have planned here? Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God, a DDT driving Ziggler forehead first into the apron. This right here is a pretty lethal matchup. Baron Corbin trying to swing at somebody, maybe little Jimmy in there. And now, oh, look at that. Dolph Ziggler taking on the Miz, and I think Baron Corbin and Ziggler found a common enemy, but that only lasted for about 3 seconds as Ziggler continues to attack Baron Corbin. Nice neck breaker there by the show-off, and RVD able to haymaker the Miz outside the ring, and now I think Ziggler was thinking about going for a zigzag. And look at that, another counter to RVD as Ziggler and Rob Van Dam just teeing it off in that ring. Who's going to get the better of one another? Is Miz on the outside. Miz enters back inside this match. And look at that, just like that. Oh, wow. He was thinking for a headlock driver. But Ziggler wanted more of Rob Van Dam. It's not the Miz trying to collect himself but coming back in. The Miz really wants RVD, and there goes Mr. Thursday Night over the top rope. And Ziggler not even really touching the Miz, as I think he just wants RVD. He wants to prove something to Rob Van Dam, and so does the Miz. And nobody wants a piece of Baron Corbin. I can't really say I blame him. A 6'7" lone wolf, just alone in the ring. That's why they call him the Lone Wolf. Elbows to the face of Ziggler, trying to get the one-up on the Intercontinental Champion. Is now, there goes a pseudo suplex attempt there by Corbin. And now, oh, I think, oh, wait, end of days by Baron Corbin, dropping Dolph Ziggler in the ring. That was out of nowhere. And Baron Corbin almost becoming the Intercontinental Champion. That was very close. Dolph Ziggler almost dropping the title back to Baron Corbin. Is now Dolph Ziggler in a world of trouble. That right there, that one end of days at Extreme Rules really changed the whole focus of the match for Dolph Ziggler. He was pretty much the prey as Baron Corbin destroyed him in that match. Ziggler trying to hold on to that championship as tightly as he can. And look at that attempted elbow moving out of the way. And now Baron Corbin and Miz just teeing off at Ziggler. They want a piece of the Intercontinental Champion. And look at that, a clothesline dropping Baron Corbin. And now look at the Miz taking advantage into the neck breaker there on Dolph Ziggler. After getting hit with the end of days, I don't think Ziggler could kick out of that. RVD realizing that And The Miz almost winning the Intercontinental Championship. That was very close by The Miz. Almost pinning Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is kind of the weaker link in this match right now, getting hit with the most finishers. And there was another side effect by The Miz, dropping Rob Van Dam right on his spine. And now Baron Corbin and Miz taking turns just stomping RVD. Dolph Ziggler luckily rolling out of harm's way. He's been hit with murderous moves in this match. And now look at The Miz just going after Rob Van Dam. There goes Skull Crusher finale out of nowhere. The RVD in a world of trouble. Baron Corbin just realizing it. And Baron Corbin standing right there. Come on, Miz. You know you're not going to get the pinfall. That was a good attempt by The Miz, though, hitting Rob Van Dam with his best move. And now Ziggler just chucking Corbin over the top rope. Ziggler now in pursuit of Corbin. There goes an elbow to the sternum of Rob Van Dam. As now it's just RVD and Miz inside the ring. The two rivals that we always saw going one-on-one is Miz getting the better of RVD right now. Right hands is now, Miz was going for a high knee, but Rob Van Dam able to counter into a pseudo suplex, driving The Miz right on his spine. Is now RVD really needs to get The Miz down for a 3 count if he wants to leave as the victor. And now there goes another neck breaker by The Miz. Dolph Ziggler tossing in Baron Corbin. And now look at this. Ziggler back in the ring. Miz there. Snap suplex. RVD now trying to get to his feet. The Miz may steal it here, but Ziggler kicking out at 2.5. And Ziggler now rolling out of harm's way yet again. Baron Corbin trying to stir to his feet. And look at that move by RVD. Complete backflip, taking The Miz with him right there. What does RVD got planned right now? The Miz in a world of trouble. The Miz able to counter. Look at this. Oh no, skull crushing finale. RVD's busted open. Corbin and Ziggler don't even know what's going on. As now Miz goes for the cover, but Baron Corbin breaking it up. You had to think that that was it. The Miz was going to leave Intercontinental Champion, but Baron Corbin not allowing that to happen. This right here is what the Intercontinental Championship means to all of these men in the ring. Baron Corbin breaking up the pinfall. Miz almost winning the title. And now look at this. Ziggler out of nowhere splashing Corbin right over Rob Van Dam. But RVD saying he wants Corbin himself. He doesn't want any help from Dolph Ziggler. And oh my God, there was a slap right to the face. What the hell is RVD doing now? Uh-oh, this may be some bad news for Dolph Ziggler. It's Rob Van Dam. Oh my God, double knees right to the abdomen. Baron Corbin was going to try to capitalize on that, but it's not going to happen as Miz comes in and tosses Corbin right over the top rope. Is now RVD in pursuit of his rival. But look at this. Oh, I thought RVD was going to go after Baron Corbin for a minute, tossing Miz back inside the ring. Instead is Ziggler now starting to come to his senses. And now, oh no, Miz almost going for the skull crusher finale, but RVD seeing it this time. There goes the counter with that snapmare. Baron Corbin now introduced back in this match. Who's going to win the Intercontinental Championship here at Payback? Big stakes on the line right here. It's now Ziggler back to his feet. Baron Corbin just watching RVD do his thing. It's now The Miz in a world of trouble. And there was a tiger bomb from the top rope. And look at this. Oh no, Baron Corbin, and there goes a body splash onto The Miz, and now Corbin with the cover on Dolph Ziggler, but Ziggler able to kick out before RVD broke up the cover. And now RVD tossing Baron Corbin into the corner. What is he gonna do here? RVD just staring into the eyes of the lone wolf. And there goes a kick for your troubles. Baron Corbin was going to try to take advantage, but Rob Van Dam still in this match. And now Miz going after Ziggler. And there goes RVD going right back after The Miz. Hurricane Rana there by Rob Van Dam. Is Ziggler able to avoid that splash into the corner by Rob Van Dam? Is now there goes a knee to the face. Dolph Ziggler looking very good. There goes an enziguri to the back of the head. This may be Dolph Ziggler's chance if he's able to pin Rob Van Dam. And now, there goes the famouser by the Intercontinental Champion as he's got this. And now, look at this Dolph Ziggler in the corner as he's tuning up the band. Baron Corbin is still on the outside. The Miz has not come to his senses. Super kick onto Rob Van Dam. And Dolph Ziggler is going to retain the Intercontinental Championship today at Payback. Baron Corbin and Miz. Wait a minute. Rob Van Dam kicked out of that. I cannot believe what I am seeing right now. RVD literally kicked out of the best shot that Dolph Ziggler had. The super kick, not able to keep Mr. Thursday Night down. RVD is bleeding heavily from the skull as Baron Corbin and Miz just towing it off on the outside. There was a DDT by the Miz. Baron Corbin getting dropped, and I think that was a zigzag inside the ring by Ziggler, dropping RVD on the back of his head. Baron Corbin and Miz not even realizing what's going on. Ziggler may just end this match right here. RVD in trouble, and Dolph Ziggler retains the Intercontinental Championship here at Payback. Is that right there silences all of the critics. Dolph Ziggler able to defeat all three of these men tonight in the title picture. Dolph Ziggler still the Intercontinental Champion heading out of Payback. What a match that we saw between these four competitors. They literally gave each other everything they had. There goes that splash by Rob Van Dam earlier on. I thought RVD was going to stay down from that super kick, and that right there was the zigzag that dropped Rob Van Dam and kept him down for the 1-2-3. Baron Corbin and The Miz realized just a little bit too late that Rob Van Dam was getting pinned, and that was it. As you saw Baron Corbin trying to run back to the ring right after Ziggler got that pin, but it was it. Dolph Ziggler, still your Intercontinental Champion, leaving Payback. Well, guys, for all you Dolph Ziggler fans, be very happy because Ziggler just defeated the odds. He's leaving, still the Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations. The first of our three grudge matches ended rather quickly as Finn Balor made very quick work of Kenny Omega earlier on in the night, but this right here is a grudge match of the ages. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton, and not only is this a grudge match, but this is also a #1 contenders match. The winner of this match will be going to Money in the Bank to face either John Cena, AJ Styles, or Bray Wyatt for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. As Jeff Hardy is looking very focused tonight as he really wants to put a hurting on Randy Orton. As this past Thursday on SmackDown Live, Jeff Hardy just got a straight ambush in the back. After his match with Baron Corbin, Jeff Hardy was on his way to the back, and Randy Orton just attacked Jeff Hardy, RKOing him onto the floor, knocking him out. We didn't even think Jeff Hardy would be in good enough condition to show up here tonight in his ladder match. So we're going to see if Jeff Hardy could defeat Randy Orton later on. As Jeff Hardy now looking very focused. So Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. This is a ladder match. The winner of this match will be the #1 contender. As Randy Orton is now on his way to the ring, as he wants nothing more than to hurt Jeff Hardy. So Randy Orton now looking very focused. He wants all of Jeff Hardy. This is a ladder match. This match was chosen by Jeff Hardy. So this right here puts Randy Orton at a disadvantage, as I would think, but normal men don't really last long against Randy Orton. Randy Orton pretty much saying, even though that you chose the stipulation for this match, I will be victorious and I will be going to Money in the Bank, the #1 contender. So now Orton just stomping his way to the ring as he made his case very clear on SmackDown Live that he's better than Jeff Hardy. He feels that he's better than Jeff Hardy and that Jeff Hardy shouldn't even be in the same ring as him. So now Orton's going to be bringing the fight to Jeff today. Jeff Hardy with the victory over Orton at Extreme Rules. But this is a whole different ball game, as now a chance at the world title is on the line. So I know Randy Orton will pull out all the stops to beat Hardy tonight. This may be some bad news for the charismatic Enigma if he does not take Orton seriously. And you also have to take account to that attack this past Thursday night on SmackDown. Will that affect Jeff Hardy in any way during this match? As I do understand, Hardy's still suffering a little bit of head trauma from that RKO. But nonetheless, this match is up. And now Jeff Hardy automatically going outside to grab that ladder. But wait, just having a change of heart, decides to go after Orton. And it's Orton who's going to be grabbing the ladder. And oh my God, Orton already hitting Jeff Hardy with that ladder. Not even waiting for Hardy to get back into the ring. This is exactly what I was talking about. Randy Orton knows what's on the line in this match. As Jeff Hardy automatically fighting back. He's not going to stay down. One thing that we know about the charismatic Enigma is that he may take a beating, but he will not stay down and he will not give up. So now Randy Orton just continues to torture Jeff Hardy with that ladder. As this was a promise that Orton made to Jeff on SmackDown Live. He told Jeff Hardy that I'm going to make you beg, I'm going to make you scream for this match to stop. And he's living up to that expectation right now. As what's Jeff Hardy grabbing here? Is oh, there goes another ladder. Jeff Hardy introducing yet another ladder into the fray. But instead he bridges it. Jeff Hardy bridging that ladder. Orton is climbing to grab that briefcase. I don't know what Jeff is doing. Randy Orton could win this match. Is now Jeff needs to stop Orton from grabbing that briefcase. Once he grabs it, it is all over here. Orton will be going to Money in the Bank as the #1 contender, but Jeff Hardy grabbing him. He's not going to allow Orton to grab it. And there goes a power bomb from the ladder. That right there is going to send some trauma down your spine. Is Jeff Hardy looking pretty good so far in this match? He bridged that ladder earlier on. What does Jeff Hardy have planned for Randy Orton? It's now, look at this, off the springboard. There goes the drop kick. Is now Jeff Hardy with a couple of shots to the face of Orton. There was a neck breaker there. Jeff Hardy is in deep control just like he was at Extreme Rules. He's trying to keep Orton down as long as he can, but wait a minute. Jeff Hardy should have went for that. And oh my God, there goes a leg drop from the top of the ladder. Just like that, Hardy's taking risks, just like we know that he does. That's why we say that this ladder match favors Jeff Hardy. But just like that, Randy Orton shuts down Hardy as he climbs back up the ladder to grab that briefcase. Jeff Hardy really needs to focus. He needs to keep Orton from grabbing it. Honestly, this is all that it's about. I mean, you could say that Randy Orton wants to beat up Jeff Hardy, but I think he cares more about winning championships and making money. So now here comes Jeff Hardy yet again. There goes another power bomb from the ladder. It's now Randy Orton, tossing Hardy right into the ladder there. The ladder falls down. So far, there's 3 ladders that have been introduced into this match. There's one on the outside, one on the inside of the ring, and one bridged against the barricade. And now look at this, whisper in the wind by Jeff Hardy. That right there may give Jeff Hardy a chance to grab that briefcase as Randy Orton squirming in pain. Wait a minute, guys. That's Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy is here. Randy Orton's on the outside. Jeff doesn't even know. Oh no! The twist of fate. Matt Hardy. What the hell was that? Matt Hardy just took out Jeff Hardy. Is now Jeff Hardy in a world of trouble as Randy Orton grabbing that briefcase. This may be it. Randy Orton's going to be going, and he does. Randy Orton, thanks to the help of Jeff Hardy's brother, Broken Matt Hardy, just climbed that ladder and grabbed that briefcase. I cannot believe what I just saw. Why? Why, Matt Hardy? Why have you cost Jeff Hardy this match? As Jeff Hardy had no clue that Broken Matt Hardy was even here. As now Randy Orton wins this ladder match, and he's going to be going to Money in the Bank to face either John Cena, AJ Styles, or Bray Wyatt. I cannot believe what I just saw. Randy Orton, your new #1 contender. This is one of the most shocking returns in all of WWE, as Matt Hardy returning and destroying Jeff Hardy, costing him the #1 contenders match against Randy Orton. I don't even have any words for that. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what Matt Hardy was doing here, as we haven't heard anything from Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, or anybody in the bag. I hope Jeff's okay, because after that he just took a horrible spill off that ladder. But nonetheless, Randy Orton is going to be facing either Cena, Styles, or Bray Wyatt for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. As now, this is our Tag Team Championship match for Raw, as the Golden Truth get an opportunity to go against the New Day, as R-Truth was responsible for winning a 6-man battle royal against 5 other representatives of the teams over on Monday Night Raw, and he was able to leave with the victory. So R-Truth earning himself in Goldust this match against the New Day. So now here comes R-Truth. Right now he's on his way rapping to the whole entire crowd. I honestly don't want to hear this right now, so we're just going to skip past that. I'm not a big fan personally of the Golden Truth. I don't really think that they're all that. I mean, it's not their fault. Like, of course, it all has to do with the writing of the script. So it's not their fault that they're so low on the card. But I mean, on the actual WWE, the Golden Truth are not really that active. We barely ever even see them. So it's just ridiculous. But as opposed to them, their opponents, the New Day, we see a lot of these guys on Raw. And we're seeing them a lot here in Universe mode as well. As this past Monday night on Raw, they were very impressive in a rematch against Gallows and Anderson, able to leave with a W. As the New Day has been one of the most impressive tag team champions so far. I mean, don't get me wrong, Heath Slater and Rhino over on SmackDown Live are coming pretty close as well, as they already have 2 successful title defenses here in Universe mode. So could the New Day tie it up with Rhino and Heath Slater? It's now Big E just making freaking snow angels in the ring, as these guys really make any challenge seem like it's another walk in the park. The New Day have been champions in real life for almost 2 years, and the Golden Truth has never ever held the championships ever. So they never held the championships. So R-Truth and Goldust, they have a huge challenge right in front of them today in Big E and Kofi Kingston, as those are going to be the 2 that are going to be representing the New Day in this match. As normally in the pay-per-views and the title defenses, Big E and Kofi Kingston always step up. I mean, I know this past Monday we saw Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston step up against Gallows and Anderson. And I mean, Xavier Woods did pretty good. But when it comes to those big matches, you want the powerhouse Big E in that ring with you. You want him to be your tag team partner. And Kofi Kingston, he's a former Intercontinental, former United States, former tag team champion as well. I mean, Kofi Kingston has accomplished a lot here in WWE, so that's why Big E and Kofi just look at Xavier Woods and like, alright, we're going to leave this to the adults. So we'll defend the titles whenever we perform on Raw, or maybe a live event. You could come in and do your thing, but pretty much during title matches, all you're good for is just playing the trombone. So Xavier Woods is managing the New Day right now. He's got Francesca. Is now blowing on Francesca. As I know that didn't really sound too right to most of you guys, but he always plays Francesca when the New Day is in control of a match. So Xavier Woods is going to play that trombone whenever Kofi Kingston and Big E are just destroying Goldust and R-Truth. Wow, there goes an uppercut by Goldust. We didn't really expect that kind of aggressiveness from the get-go of this match, as R-Truth and Goldust are kind of the underdogs in this match, because a lot of people don't really think that they're going to be leaving with the victory. Most people believe that the New Day are going to just walk all over the Golden Truth just like nothing ever even happened. And I mean, I can't really say that they're wrong for that, because the Golden Truth has not really been that impressive as far as tag team victories go. I mean, even after R-Truth got that victory in that 6-man battle royal, the Golden Truth has not really been getting a lot of victories on SmackDown Live. On Raw, my bad. As they lost to Gallows and Anderson, they lost to the Chosen Ones. Hell, they even lost to the Lucha Dragons on an episode of Main Event. So it's crazy what the Golden Truth has been going through ever since winning that 6-man battle royal. But they're gonna try to do what they can. I mean, they have an opportunity right now to take the Raw Tag Team Championships away from the New Day, and they may never get this opportunity again. So they're going to take advantage. I don't know why Xavier Woods is playing now, because R-Truth just floored Kofi Kingston. As even though the Golden Truth has not been getting the victories they needed, they've definitely been and I may just regret what I just said because Big E isn't. I was about to say that they've been doing a good job keeping Big E on the apron and not in the match, but now Big E has the tag, so things could go south for the Golden Truth real quick now. And there goes, oh wow, taking that arm drag off the top rope. That's going to cause a little bit of damage. R-Truth knows that in order to get Big E down, he's going to have to use power moves, because Big E's own weakness is his strength, his power. If you can outpower Big E, then you may have a chance to defeat the New Day. As now Big E just tossing R-Truth into the corner like nothing. This is just the size of Big E, is the massiveness of Big E. It overwhelms you. And now Kofi Kingston gets a tag and drops him with an inverted DDT. So I mean, give the Golden Truth their credit. They're still in this match. They're still holding their own. But the New Day, the Raw Tag Team Champions, is Xavier Woods dropped Francesca on the other side of the ring. I guess he was tired of playing. Maybe his lips were sore or something. But now Woods is just on the other side of the apron, cheering on Kofi. There goes a snap suplex there. As now the crowd chanting "New Day sucks." I guess we have a couple of Golden Truth fans that may want to see a title change, but it's easier said than done. As Big E with a huge splash right onto R-Truth. R-Truth really needs to get that tag into Goldust because Big E's just isolating him. Look at this. A rear abdomen choke there by Big E. Just taking the air out of R-Truth, and that right there may be the opening Truth needs to make that tag to Goldust. As now tosses Big E off the apron, and oh wow, brings him right back in. That was a sickening thud. Big E just landing right on his spine, and now here comes Goldust. I mean, this may not do much better, but at least Goldust is a fresher man than R-Truth right now. R-Truth's been hit with a lot of devastating moves by the New Day. So I was about to say, if R-Truth gets hit by that midnight hour, it may be lights out for the Golden Truth and their title opportunity. As you have to think that maybe Gallows and Anderson are on the verge of getting another championship shot. I mean, they have been unsuccessful against the New Day, but just the fact that they've been behind Kenny Omega may just catapult them into the tag team scene or the championship scene yet again. So we'll see what happens there. As Kenny Omega losing to Finn Balor, very shocking quick victory for Finn Balor. Kenny Omega coming out with the club and everything, but it was just not enough. Kenny Omega was not able to get the victory. So congratulations to Finn Balor. He definitely took this match very seriously today against Omega. And we also had Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton's second grudge match. Our third grudge match is Reigns versus Ambrose, which is going to be coming to you guys right after this match. And now look at that, hold that thought. Kofi Kingston, Michinoku driver, the right leg of Goldust hitting the ropes on the way down. That right there is not going to do good. As now look at that, Kofi Kingston just going for a punt kick, and now Goldust with a counter, going for a DDT. But look at that, Kingston with the bridge into the cover. Goldust in trouble with a kick out at one. So I know we all want to find out who's going to be next to go against it. Maybe the Golden Truth. I mean, the Golden Truth's been holding their own. They're still in this match, so you cannot count them out just yet. But most likely, the New Day is going to be leaving with the victory because now they just beating the hell out of Goldust. Unicorn Stampede in the corner. And here comes Big E. This right here is what you did not want if you were Goldust. The New Day to gain advantage in the match. We saw at Extreme Rules, Carl Anderson suffered this, and it was lights out for the club right after that. So now here comes Big E, right into the drop kick. Goldust in a world of trouble right now. R-Truth badly needs to get the tag. I mean, R-Truth's been hit with some bad moves, but that right there is a finisher by the New Day. That could cost them a 1 count on Goldust. Did you ever think that Goldust would kick out at 1? After the Unicorn Stampede, and there goes a pendulum backbreaker right there on Big E to try to create some separation. If I was Goldust, I would definitely tag in Truth very soon. Truth is just chomping at the bit. He wants to come in and get a piece of Big E. And now look at this, Goldust picking up Big E. Elevator DDT. That right there was nasty. Modified 1916 and a kick out at 2 by Big E. Big E. That took the air out of him. That's why he kicked out at 2. Normally Big E powers out of that with authority, but he just had no answer for that elevator DDT. Is now Xavier Woods. You can see he's starting to get a little bit worried. Is now Goldust going for that final cut, and there it is, the final cut on Big E. This may be it. The New Day in a world of trouble. Big E powers out at 1.5. We were just talking about how impressive Goldust was for kicking out at 1 from that Unicorn Stampede. But Big E just kicking out of that final cut like it was a suplex. And now here comes R-Truth. There goes the cover on Big E again. Going to try to capitalize. It's now no avail for R-Truth as Big E kicks out even sooner. Attempted drop kick missed there by Truth. And now Big E, I thought he was thinking for the big ending. And the lie detector there by Truth. The Golden Truth may have a chance right now. R-Truth now measuring Big E. This could be it right here. If he lands this axe kick, this may be some bad news. And the little Jimmy out of nowhere. Big E is looking up at the lights. We may have new Raw Tag Team Champions if Kofi Kingston doesn't get in there. And now Kingston. And look at that. Oh, man. Goldust dropping Kingston, making him land on Big E. That would have been it right there. Kingston didn't land on Big E. We may have had new Tag Team Champions because Big E did not look like he was going to kick out of that little Jimmy. Is now R-Truth just continuing the aggressiveness. Kofi Kingston going to the outside. Truth and Goldust holding their own. And look at that kick, the enziguri kick to the spine of R-Truth, dropping R-Truth to the ground. And now Big E having a chance to recuperate, but R-Truth not allowing it. It's the Golden Truth surprisingly doing very good in this match. What is R-Truth that planned here? There goes another arm drag. Big E in a world of trouble. I never really thought that I would ever say that Big E is in desperate need to make a tag to Kofi Kingston. It's now Goldust feeling the effects of this match. You can see that he is just lethargic in the corner. And now there goes a stomp to the spine of R-Truth. Is now Big E going to try to capitalize on that kick by Kingston. And there goes the splash by Big E. This may be it. The New Day is going to retain their championships here at Payback, but R-Truth with a kick out. Wow, this has been a very tough challenge for the New Day. The Golden Truth is definitely for real right now. As now look at this. R-Truth getting picked up by Big E. There was a back body drop. Just like nothing. Picking up R-Truth like he has no weight in hell. And R-Truth is not a light man, guys. He's a very tall man. And there goes another cover by Kingston. Is now Goldust slowly getting in the ring, but not going to need to break the cover as Truth kicks out at 1.5. This has been a very impressive showing by the Golden Truth. I have to give them some props. I mean, they have not got the victories that they needed to on Raw, but they are definitely holding their own today as they almost ended Big E many times in this match. As now Kingston with that springboard frog splash to R-Truth. Is now Kingston trying to get some momentum on his side. Xavier Woods with his arms crossed. He knows that this is a serious situation. The New Day almost losing their Raw Tag Team titles as there goes a neck breaker there by Kingston, dropping R-Truth on the back of his head. Now there goes a stomp to the face. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. R-Truth and Goldust are staying it. There goes another counter by Truth. Now a cover there by R-Truth, and now the kick out there by Kingston. And there was a kick to the back, but dodging that is Kofi Kingston. Is now R-Truth going down with a pseudo suplex. These two teams have been pretty evenly matched, surprisingly. I mean, for all of you guys who thought that the Golden Truth were the underdogs, this is some crazy stuff we're seeing right now. And now what is like monkey flip there by Kofi Kingston? What is he gonna do now? And there goes crossbody there onto Truth. There goes a cover there by Kingston. Goldust does not even see it. And the New Day retaining the Raw Tag Team Championships today here at Payback. And honestly, Goldust and R-Truth had nothing left. As you saw, Goldust was basically dead weight on the apron. And look at this drop kick there by Big E right to the chest of Goldust. I thought that right there was it. But props to the Golden Truth. I mean, they've definitely they shocked me. I thought this was going to be a pretty fast, easy match for the New Day, but they were definitely very impressive. That final cut took a lot out of Big E, as when R-Truth hit that little Jimmy, Big E did not look like he was kicking out at all, but Kofi Kingston landed on him. That was able to save Big E. There goes a tag to R-Truth earlier on in the match. Very good tag team match. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I was not expecting the Golden Truth to last as long as they did. And that right there, the little Jimmy right onto the jaw. Big E was looking at the lights, looking at him. He was out. Big E was not going to kick out of that. But I think hopefully they show us right here. There with the coverage. Goldust ran in, and so did Kingston. As now Goldust was actually the one who dropped Kofi Kingston onto R-Truth when he pinned him. So that was some miscalculation there by the Golden Truth. But this is what makes the New Day such a good team. And this right here was the finishing touch by Kofi Kingston to retain those Raw Tag Team Championships. The crossbody off the top rope. And that was it. R-Truth was not kicking out of that. As the New Day leave Payback still your Raw Tag Team Champions. And now The dancing begins as Xavier Woods presenting the belts to the New Day. And that is it. As now here comes Francesca. As I think Xavier Woods is going to treat us to a little bit of a tune. Kofi Kingston and Big E, very impressive. So who's going to be next to step up to the New Day? Who's going to face them for the titles at Money in the Bank? You have to think. You're about to witness probably the most personal match in Universe Mode history, as Dean Ambrose challenges Roman Reigns, and this right here is a #1 contenders match. The winner of this match will be going to Money in the Bank to face either Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. So over the last couple of weeks on Monday Night Raw, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns have been delivering shots to each other, as you can never forget that huge power bomb into the cubby that Roman Reigns delivered to Dean Ambrose. That right there was pretty much the finishing touches on a broken friendship, as ever since then Ambrose has not been the same. He's just been wanting to destroy Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is going to have a lot to deal with today. Of course, Roman Reigns was part of that triple threat Universal Championship match at Extreme Rules against Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, and it was the big dog who got pinned. A lot of people thought that it was going to be either Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins to make do with Kevin Owens, but Roman Reigns was the victim who got pinned. He's the reason why that match ended. But ever since then, Roman Reigns has been different. He's been kind of having a little bit of a mean streak, as he's just been attacking Dean Ambrose night in and night out on Monday Night Raw. As now Roman Reigns just with a stern look in his face, as he told Ambrose specifically that he is tired of being the one member of the Shield that everybody doesn't really give credit to. And I have to disagree with Roman. I mean, everybody gives Roman Reigns credit. We all know the capability of Roman Reigns. It's just that Roman has not been able to get the victories that he's supposed to be getting, and it's actually kind of shocking that General Manager Mick Foley put him in this match. But at the same time, Roman Reigns, he's been very impressive. He gets the wins under his belt every now and then, and he's just really made a huge impact on Monday Night Raw, just how he's been destroying Ambrose. But to what cause has this done for Roman Reigns? I mean, he literally broke a friendship with both members of the Shield, because if you remember, he also made some verbal shots towards Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns was put to sleep quickly by Seth Rollins this past Monday on Monday Night Raw. It was a no-holds-barred match between Reigns and the Universal Champion Rollins, and Reigns was just not able to hang along. And there goes a belly-to-belly suplex to start out the match, as Roman Reigns automatically starting out viciously against Dean Ambrose. So there's just so much on the line in this match, as this personal rivalry has definitely reached its peak on Raw over the past couple of weeks. This past Monday night on Raw, Dean Ambrose came out delivering a dirty deeds to the big dog right after his match against Seth Rollins, and then shortly after that, Kevin Owens came out and delivered the beating of a lifetime to the Universal Champion. So this past Monday night on Raw was pretty crazy. If you guys did not see it, I encourage you guys to see it, even though you're seeing pretty much the fallout of everything that's happening right now. But going back to this match, this has been pretty even so far. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose have kind of been trading shots. There goes a DDT right there to Roman Reigns. As I'm sure Roman Reigns is still feeling a little bit of butterflies from that dirty deeds he suffered from Dean Ambrose. And now here goes Ambrose with some chops and punches, but Reigns is going to put him down. As this definitely will qualify as one of the most personal rivalries of the universe years so far. I mean, there's a lot more to come, guys, trust me. I mean, I've been thinking about what we can do to spice it up a little bit, and I have some pretty good ideas. So for some returns and for just some more action, like, trust me, I've been working on it. I have a whole entire script in my head, and even leading into Money in the Bank, I already got the whole thing planned out, so you don't even have to worry. I have a whole bunch of content to come to you. But while I have you guys here watching this pay-per-view, it's going to be a little bit between maybe now and the next episode, because I have some DJing stuff to do. So I wouldn't really be able to record as much as I would like to, but trust me, I will make sure that I don't forget about you guys. I will record an episode I would say maybe every other day, just to keep you guys fresh on the material. I don't want to go too long without you guys having any material, but it's going to be a little bit hectic for me for the next couple of weeks, so just try to bear with me. I will get these episodes out as fast as I can. But now look at this, is Roman Reigns picking up Ambrose. There goes a gut-wrench suplex there. Ambrose does not even know what's going on right now. Roman Reigns has been very impressive as now. Look at this, picking up Ambrose, single arm. Oh, there goes the power bomb as Ambrose, the spine driven into the ring. These two men are definitely living up to this grudge match, as the other two grudge matches ended pretty quickly, and I was just a little bit disappointed about that. But I mean, you could thank the second one to Matt Hardy for coming out here and fading his brother and making Randy Orton become the #1 contender. But this match looks like it's going to be a little bit more lengthy, as Ambrose is just not going to give up so fast, as Roman Reigns is definitely delivering the damage in this match. And there goes Ambrose, shoulder first into the turnbuckle, and a power bomb right off the turnbuckle by Reigns. Roman Reigns is definitely not holding back. He wants this shot against Rollins or Kevin Owens. There goes a Superman punch, dropping down Ambrose. Ambrose is in a world of trouble, but Ambrose was quickly able to get up. This is why Dean Ambrose is a former World Heavyweight Champion, but Roman Reigns is a former WWE Champion. So trust me, he's not going to be simple to defeat, but neither is Ambrose. I mean, Ambrose took that Superman punch and sprung right back to his feet. He's not going to be taken out that quickly, as now Roman Reigns just delivering some clubbing elbows to the chest of the lunatic fringe. And now, oh my God, Roman Reigns is in the corner poised. You know what's coming next. Reigns just stalking Ambrose, and oh, going for the spear, but Ambrose able to counter, and there goes a body splash, followed by those right hands and left hands. As now Ambrose planning on something big here. Roman Reigns may be in a world of trouble. As now look at Ambrose grabbing Roman Reigns. We know what's coming next. Dirty Deeds! Dirty Deeds by Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns just a little bit away from the ropes. Will he be able to kick out? And yes! The big dog able to get the right shoulder up after that Dirty Deeds. But that right there may be the turning point in this match. If Roman Reigns cannot come back, it's going to be Ambrose versus Rollins or Kevin Owens. And there goes a nice elbow to the face, followed by the Bulldog. Dean Ambrose looking very good. Roman Reigns is in a world of trouble, guys. As now, what does Ambrose have planned here? As now, as I think Ambrose was going to try to grab him to the springboard, but Roman Reigns saying not today. And what is coming now as he lifts Ambrose up right above his head into the sit-down powerbomb. Roman Reigns may be going to Money in the Bank for the Universal title. And that's it. Roman Reigns defeated Dean Ambrose. Oh my God. I cannot believe what just happened, guys. Roman Reigns just defeated Dean Ambrose. I'm at a loss for words right now. Roman Reigns was able to pretty much prove to everybody what he was saying was true. The big dog leaving Payback today with the victory over his new rival Dean Ambrose. This was just crazy. I cannot believe what I just saw. As Roman Reigns with that sit-down powerbomb taking out Dean Ambrose. He didn't even need to use the spear. Dean Ambrose came very close to pinning Roman Reigns with that Dirty Deeds, but at the end of the day, the big dog stands tall. So whoever wins the match between Rollins and Owens has to face this man at Money in the Bank. I wish luck to whoever the winner is, because this is not going to be an easy challenge. Roman Reigns is the new #1 contender for the WWE Universal Championship, and he deserved it after defeating Dean Ambrose tonight.